What's up, guys?
What's happening? Bourbon time. Secrets out. Old Carter.
Boom.
This is Old Carter batch 3.
Barrel strength bourbon.
I don't remember. We knew the creators of we got the Kentucky Owl.
Yep.
We knew the creators of the original, at least being a part of the Kentucky Owl thing. Mark and Sherry, right?
Mark and Sherry.
They left and started their own thing with Kentucky, with Old Carter.
Yep.
We quickly realized that when they were in the wine industry, they were killing it, scoring 100-point wines. They got involved with Kentucky Owl, some of the best bourbon we've ever had.
Epic.
Then we see Old Carter. This is before
the craze now.
Yeah, before the craze. Before some of the bigger channels on YouTube and other reviewers started talking about it.
Right.
We immediately went after it. This was the first one we tried, right?
Yeah.
This is batch 3. Batch 3 this is bottle 759 of 1539. So only 1,500 bottles.
Yeah.
And it's bottled at 53.4% ABV.
Yeah, very small batch. And this one is distilled
Cask strength,
in
obviously,
Tennessee.
unchill filtered.
Yeah, and this one's distilled in Tennessee.
I believe it's a mixture of barrels, but majority of this, from what we've heard, is 15 years old.
Yes.
So the majority of this is older juice. This blew our minds when we got it. It right away blew our minds. I don't even remember which one of us got it first. Doesn't even matter. You might have. I don't know. But immediately, I know you own 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own 3 of them. So it's 5 bottles. Whatever's mine is his, and vice versa. So we have 5 bottles of these. That's how much we like it. And then we had to pay a little bit more than retail.
Yes.
About $300. I think retail is around $180 to $200.
Yes.
So that being said, incredible stuff. We do own every batch so far. It's been 5 batches so far. Batch 6 is about to come out.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Weeks.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. Hopefully
a few weeks. We we'll do whatever it takes to get those. And
we're hooked. Every Old Carter.
Yeah.
We're hooked.
And we kind of wanted to do a review where we put them all out at once, and we do like kind of like a blind challenge. We'll probably do that at some point. It's just we're kind of just limited on time. We're trying to get as many reviews out as possible for you guys, since we're always gone. So yeah, that's the reason why we decided to do this batch 3. It's the first one we tried. It's one of our favorites. So I haven't seen any reviews of the batch 3. I've seen some of the batch 5. People love it for a very, very good reason. Batch 5 is epic.
Batch 5 is epic. Absolutely.
This is batch 3.
But this is the one that made us fall in love.
Absolutely.
With Old Carter.
So it is Manuka honey, any kind of honey, honestly. I say Manuka honey because I have it at the house. I put it in my tea. I really enjoy it. I buy it because of the health benefits, and it's just a delicious honey. It's freaking expensive as hell, and this has that expensive honey smell. What I get from this particular batch 3 bourbon is the flowers, the floral element, where I've never gotten from any other bourbon. I get tons and tons of flowers, and I want to say which flower it is, but I don't know. But I know when I walk through a garden, right?
Yeah.
I smell flowers.
Not a big flower guy?
I don't know what each flower is called.
Right.
You're right? So it is extremely floral. There's a lot of honey. And already that makes it magical for me.
Yeah. I get right now the same thing that I got when I first tried this. What blew my mind, I get just endless amounts. Snickers bars, Three Musketeers bars, and just, like he said, that deep, rich, dark honey. Now, when he mentioned the flowers thing, if you're into like honey tasting and honey nosing, like there's these clubs where they go all around the country and they experiment with different types of honey based on the region and stuff. And there's some very like floral honeys. I can totally get what you're saying out of that, where it's like this floral honey where it lends itself to these kind of like epic bouquets and aromas of all these exotic flowers and everything. But that's all in there. But to me, yeah, it's just the deep, rich, dark, dirty, like bourbony Snickers bars and Three Musketeers bars, man. That deep, rich nougat.
I do this at home.
Oh,
Where when I make my own short apple pie, where it's like I'm gonna make an apple pie in 10 minutes. I can tell you how I do that, but what I do is I get a stick of butter, put a bunch of cinnamon on it, and then put a bunch of brown sugar on it, right? And then when I skin the apples, and then I chop my apples, and then that kind of goes on top. But when I'm making that buttery, cinnamony, brown sugariness,
yeah,
this is just whole coating in that.
Yeah. No, and definitely tons.
Let me know if you guys want my recipe for a 5-minute epic apple pie. By the way.
No, definitely tons of apples, apple pie, brown sugar, basically everything you want. And like we're approaching where you already are in fall now. This is like everything you want in a fall bourbon.
It's so classy. It's so elegant. It's so gorgeous. It's the dessert flavors done in the freaking best way. The carters are sourcing barrels, but what they're doing is, the reason why they're expensive is they're going after the honey barrels. And from my understanding and from hearing them speak about it, they're like, hey, it's not cheap getting the best barrels from wherever we're sourcing them, right?
Right.
So, and I do believe it. That could be just spiel, but they've been such perfectionists so far, and they're so prideful. From my understanding, they're well off, right? And they
don't need to be doing this.
Yeah, they don't need. It's a passion. It's a passion, and they want to put out the very best product. And props, mad props. This batch 3 is just absolutely phenomenal. It's incredible. I mean, we have 5 bottles.
Yeah.
And I believe we paid $300 for all of them.
Yep.
It's $1,500. It's not a joke.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in the results, man.
Yeah.
And everything they're doing is working.
Stunning. Palate.
I
love drinking bourbon out of this particular tumbler glass. You're seeing us do a lot of reviews of this tumbler glass
for bourbon. Man.
Yeah, believe it that we do put all the bourbons that we review out of this glass in a regular nosing glass plenty of times to fully experience the full nose, because it's not an ideal nosing glass. It's just a lot of fun to drink out of.
It's awesome.
Cheers. Wow.
Just that age, man. Jesus Christ, that's good. That's better than the last time I had it.
This is incredible.
Incredible. What's amazing is, like, just a little side note, the batch 5 is younger, but distilled in Indiana. MGP.
This is all Kentucky?
This is Tennessee, which is probably Dickel. And it's like whatever barrels they're buying and blending, they're so amazing at producing the exact flavor profiles that they want to.
I've never had no Dickel taste like this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they're doing. They're like literally like adding magic to Dickel. Like this is incredible.
It's the power of blending too, I
Incredible.
guess. But fuck, I mean, they're blending better than the master blender at Dickel.
That's kind of what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, or are they just paying a premium for the premium casks?
Whatever they're doing, I'm hooked. We're hooked.
It's really freaking good. I'm not gonna sit here and name the same things, but it just translates to the palate. What I had on the nose.
Absolutely.
The most gorgeous honeys, it's so floral. I love how floral
It is.
It adds such a layer of complexity. It bumps it up 2 points for me. Like it really adds something that I don't normally experience with bourbon.
And you know what it is? Like Mark and Sherry always talk about. Mark's all about like the mouthfeel, that rich coating caramel mouthfeel, and Sherry's all about the aromatics, and it's like the floral, and literally it's the perfect combination of both. Whether it's just happening or whether they plan it, it literally is happening. It's perfect.
This is pure magic.
Yeah.
Pure magic in a bottle.
Wow.
I absolutely love it. This is a solid 92 out of 100 for me. How would you score it?
I have to agree.
Yeah?
92 out of 100.
Yeah. I fucking love
There's
it.
everything you want in any whiskey, but especially in a bourbon and American whiskey. This is everything you want.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say this. Bourbon is doing well right now. Like, bourbon is booming. And I could say in 2020, how many scotches were released in 2010 and 20 that you were impressed with? Do you remember? Like, it's been disappointing.
It's been a little disappointing.
It's like we're known for sorts of going to auctions and getting old bottles, but we do buy current releases as well. In 2020, not much came out.
Honestly, it would be like random independent bottles, probably.
Yeah,
which can be hit or miss.
This could be hit or miss, but I can't think of anything that was very impressive. In 2020, I mean, this was released in 2019 or 2020. Do you even remember?
That was last year, I believe, 2019.
Okay, so fair enough, 2019.
But I mean, the past couple years.
But the past year, let's say the past 12 months.
For sure.
There's been a lot of really good bourbons coming out.
Yeah.
I have not seen a lot of tiny, and we have the privilege of kind of trying almost everything, and
not impressed.
And we haven't really been impressed. But
like, for example, if you had to make a top 5 Scotch list of 2020, we'd be fucked.
Tough.
Yeah.
So
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Whereas bourbons, there's a lot to pick from.
Yeah. So we'll see how our top at the end of the year, how our top list looks like. We might end up doing a top 5 bourbon list, just because can't even think of a top 5 Scotch list. I can think of a top 5 Scotch list that I've tried in 2020, but not released in 2020.
No.
Nothing that I want to go out and tell people like, hey, you gotta go and buy this.
Absolutely.
In terms of a new release that came out.
Yeah.
Fair enough, there's been a pandemic situation, so perhaps that's hindered some releases, but still. Yeah. Anyways, what matters the most is Old Carter right here. I know that the name's kind of been out. Some much bigger channels than ours have kind of come out and put out some really quality, good reviews on this. We appreciated those reviews. We're happy to hear that other people are enjoying it as much as us. We kind of thought it was a secret. I guess it wasn't.
We were hoping
it
would stay a secret.
Yeah, we were hoping it would stay secret. But saw some bigger channels come out, like the Mash and Drum came out with the Batch 5 review.
Yeah.
What was the other channel that came out? My Bourbon Journey?
Yes.
He did the Batch 5. Scott. Enjoy watching both those channels very much. Go check out their review on Batch 5 if you haven't. Batch 5 is absolutely incredible.
Amazing as well.
Yeah. I'll say it right now. We're not going to review all the batches. We just don't. We have too many bottles to review to be able to do all 5 of them. Batch 3 and 5 are our favorites. So if you can find either one, definitely grab it. This one's got more age on it. Takes it to that floral, rich honey, where it's a little bit younger bourbons with the Batch 5. But in terms of that age, it does it as good as any bourbon I've ever tried at that age.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. Old Carter. Anything, you see anything with their name on it, I don't care what it is, Rise, American, we have those two. It's epic.
Get it.
Subscribe if you haven't. Click the thumbs up. The more of that we see, the more reviews you're going to see.
Yes, sir.
All right? Cheers.
Cheers.